Mr President, Commissioner and colleagues, it was one of the first topics I got involved with as an MEP, and it's now one of the topics I close with, the Arab uprisings, or rather the courageous uprisings of people against repression, corruption and the lack of opportunity and freedom to shape their own lives. The promise of these values is precious, and people calling for them should find solid European support. Us not impacting neighbours does not mean they won't impact us. And I will always stay with a sense of missed opportunity. If the EU would have invested more forcefully in the freedoms and rights of the largely young and desperate populations in the Middle East and North Africa, what could have happened? Because whatever you give attention and, frankly speaking, money, grows. It is why we pushed for a Marshall Plan for the Middle East, to invest in democracy, education, human rights, particularly those of women and minorities. Because after years of being plundered by corrupt and authoritarian leaders, institution building and transition are hard, but they are very much worth investing in. And at some point, actually, the EU took an opposite turn. The war in Syria and the people it sent adrift towards Europe made for cynical trade-offs. So-called migration management, a euphemism for outsourcing the sheltering of people fleeing the worst violence we have seen in a long time, outsourcing that responsibility to others in exchange for money, to the same kinds of dictators that cause people to flee in the meantime. Looking at Algeria today, it looks like we've come full circle. Egypt is still a time bomb, and so is Turkey. Libya is a failed state, and as I said, the war in Syria rages on. And unfortunately, I think this is very damaging, Europe is not a key player to solve that war. So there are painful but important lessons that the Arab uprisings teach us about our role in the world. We should continue to improve our policies and not step away from our responsibilities, because our fates are intertwined with those of the people in the Middle East. Thank you.